Never before in my entire time of playing this game have I seen a card divide the community as much as pot of cupidity. Somebody needs to be taking notes. This shit is insane. Now, disclaimer, I don't think that there is anything I can do here to tell you, to convince you on whether or not you should run this card or not. I'm pretty sure this video is slate to the point where it's like the people who've already decided, they already got their mindset. So what the fuck am I gonna tell you, right? But hopefully you just stay around for the humor. Now, to get us started, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like this card. I don't like this card at all. The whole notion of banishing 10 just seems disgusting to me. Now, at the same time, do I think it's a good card? Hell fucking yeah. And then I'm probably gonna run it? Hell fucking yeah. Now, let's break it down a little bit. Now, I'm gonna try to explain to you my mindset around this card. So maybe people who might not be understanding it can sort of get maybe where I'm coming from, right? So, start off, there is a crowd who believes that pot of cupidity is a -9. And hold up. Before you freak out on me or whatever, and NextLevelMetaMAn is fucking -9. The card fucking bad. Listen to me, alright? I'm not gonna call you guys stupid. I'm not. I'm pretty sure you guys get that a lot. I'm not gonna do that. Now, what I am gonna do is explain to you what plussing and minusing is. Because apparently you guys don't get it. Plussing and minusing, let's say for the sake of the example, let's say you go second, right? You start off with 6 cards. Those 6 cards need to be usable, every last one of them, to make a strong and healthy board, or to beat a healthy board put on by your opponent, assuming that both players are playing reasonably tiered decks and reasonably decent hands. So the notion of plussing, the notion of minusing is either A, adding to that amount of 6 cards, or taking away from that amount of 6 cards. The cards that you have on field and the cards that you have in your hand are all a part of your sort of resource pool that you have in your hands right now. Taking a turn adds 1 to that resource pool, which is an extremely strong thing. Everybody fucking knows drawing is good, but we're not talking about that yet. I'm just breaking it down for the people who may not get it. Going into an Exceed, going into a Synchro, going into a few. Okay, Exceed and Synchros are -1. Fusions, oh my god. Shit. But with that being said, going into one of those power plays is an inherent minus. So you have to choose the correct Synchros, Exceeds, or Fusions that you really want to go into to help stave your opponent off or break their board, right? Those things aren't free in most cases. Now, the only cards that are in your hand that can get you to the combo pieces that make your deck operate to get to your engine are the cards that you care about. If you're playing a deck from 2016, naturally your engine is going to plus you cards. That's not when you use pot of cupidity. You use pot of cupidity when that's all over. You want that extra thing to push you over the edge. Because honestly, banishing those 10 cards don't matter as long as you were able to break an established board or B, set up an established board. That would be even stronger by an inherent +1, right? Think about it like this. And this is a trend that's been in Yu-Gi-Oh! For a good little bit now with Terra Top, Brilliant Fusion. Those are the only 2 I can think of right now. But Terra Top, when someone first explained it to me, I don't know how I felt about it. You run 4 cards to try to get a level of advantage over your opponent, right? But the second that play goes off, you now have 2 more dead cards. And if you draw into Tamenberg, the whole engine's dead, right? So if you look at it like that, you're running a large amount of risk for a large amount of reward. What if you draw into those extra cards later on that you don't need? They could fuck you up. What if you draw into Tamenberg? They could fuck you up. What if you draw into Garnet? That could fuck you up. There's a million things that can go along with that, but the push that you can make, the play that you can make with those cards is well worth the risk. They can put you in such a huge advantage over your opponent just by one turn. And this is the kind of aspect that makes Pot of Cupidity a good card. It's that card to top you off. It's the card that says, holy shit, bro, I might get a Solemn with this shit. I might get a Twin Twister I need with this shit. It's the cards that you can't necessarily search for is what makes Pot of Cupidity good. And sure, you might banish it, but you're not thinking that far ahead. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not a grind game right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even if life points don't hit 0 after the first 3 turns, the game is usually decided in the first 3 turns. Unless somebody like really outsmarts the fuck out of somebody, because if that's the case, damn. What I am saying is that Pot of Cupidity is really fucking strong. And the more people start to realize this and adapt to it, even though I really don't like the card, I don't like Terror Top either. I don't like Brilliant Fusion because my own biases, right? I don't like the idea of drawing in the Garnet. I don't like the idea of drawing in the Tamenberg. And I don't like the idea of fucking up and banishing all my shit with a Pot of Cupidity. But those cards, they're well worth the risk. They can put you so far ahead. And in the way the game is right now, one extra card could turn a hard fought loss or victory into a guaranteed win just by one card. And once people start to get that, you're gonna see Pot of Cupidity probably shoot up to the fucking roof. That shit is about to be insane. Like people on the low starting to figure it out. Nah, man. Like once the people who the -9 crowd finally admit defeat, bro, that card about to be expensive as fuck. There is the idea that Pot of Cupidity doesn't go into every deck. And with that, I honestly say that is true. There are certain decks that I can think of that Pot of Cupidity may not work all that well in. But any deck that is relevant now or will be relevant in the recent future can run Pot of Cupidity. Okay? You know, it just doesn't make any sense not to. Decks are fast enough to the point where they can search their combo pieces. And if you can't do that, you're not a reputable deck. You're not tier 1. You're not tier 2. Not even tier 3 if you can't search your combo pieces in order to use Pot of Cupidity. That's just the way it is. So if Pot of Cupidity doesn't go in your deck, I don't know if you should be playing that deck. I'm gonna be honest with you. But in the end, you do what the fuck you want to do, right? Back in the day when I used to play this game, right, I used to think that every single card had a cost. Every time you would activate a card, there would be some sort of drawback. Yu-Gi-Oh's changed a lot in the days, man. I honestly think that taking a hit like that when it comes to activating Pot of Cupidity is nothing if you could get a Solemn Warning, Solemn Strike, a Twin Twister, an extra piece of the puzzle of your deck that you didn't have a second ago. That's fucking huge to me. And people are going to start seeing this card pop off. It's inevitable. I do think the card probably shouldn't stay around that long, because when people start to realize how stupid the card actually is, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be sack influence. It's gonna be luck based, and people don't want that. I'm just saying that if you want to pick up Pot of Cupidity, y'all wanna do it now. Because when people start to figure this shit out, people start seeing, holy shit, this card's busted, or they get sacked enough times by that damn card, the price gonna shoot out. And then it's too late. Then you have another divide between the kind of players that can afford cards and the players that can't. And I dislike that. I really do dislike the fact that the person who can spend $300 on the deck will always do better than someone who can only spend $100. And to be honest with you, I'm not really complaining, because that's just the way it is. But right now, denying how good this card is, it's not really gonna get you anywhere, man. Test it in your deck, see how it is, and don't turn a blind eye to it because it may surprise you. Yeah, I don't like the fact that I'm banishing 10. I don't like the fact that I draw on the Terry Top, and I don't like the fact that I draw on the Garnet. But the advantage that those engines can give you is so fucking immense that it don't even fucking matter. But I think I've talked y'all ears off enough. Tell me what you think. I mean, for one, if you think I'm a fucking idiot, pot of cupidity is fucking stupid, you ain't never gonna run it, let me know. If you agree with me and think I should have said it in a better way, tell me that too. But until next time, peace.